Greetings, everybody! It is I, the Sabman, and I'm here again for another vlog, and we're gonna rock it and roll it with style. Today, I would like to speak about grocery stores. That's right, the place where you go to attain food, and I do go there almost every day, because I can't plan anything ahead, and I love to eat. So anyway, yesterday I had to go to the store because I had, nothing, right? So I was like, oh, I gotta stop at the store, I gotta pick up stuff. I hate to go. It sucks, I really hate to go. And it's not because I hate the store or whatever, and the people in there suck. It's like you walk into the grocery store and there's some kind of freaking beam in there that hits you in the freaking brain and it makes you stupid. I'm in the grocery store now, I'm gonna be an idiot. First of all, I go in there and one of the employees is standing guard by the baskets. You know the baskets you get because you don't want to get a cart because you don't want to seem like a fat ass pushing a cart full of shit you don't need? Yeah, so you get a basket. I always get a basket because if I get a cart, I'm going to buy shit I don't need. I'm like, oh, I got room for this, I got room for this, I got room for this. So you take the basket, and when it starts getting heavy, you're like, alright, I should go. Okay, so, that's why I do it. So I go, and I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly where it is, and I plan out the perfect route where I can go, pick everything up, and go to the checkout and be out of there as soon as possible. Well, my plan was good enough, but the people in the store thought that I ought to take a couple detours on the way. For instance, the guy guarding the baskets, he was just standing there, and he was working. He wasn't on a break or nothing. Who the hell takes a break standing in front of the baskets? I mean, they're just right there in front of the store when you walk in, you just grab it. And the guy was standing there, and he hassled the woman that walked in before me about the baskets. So I was like, I don't want to interact with this human being right now. So I waited till he left to get a basket. Just because I did not want to talk to this guy. I mean, this guy looked like an asshole. He looked creepy as shit. His voice sounded like he was a serial killer. I wanted to avoid this guy at all costs, right? So I waited for him to go, and he did go, it was a minute or two. So I stood by the pretzels, and I was pretending I was checking out the pretzels. But while I was checking out the pretzels, I saw a giant container of yellow mustard. I'm like, geez, I'm out of yellow mustard, and I love yellow mustard. So I was like, alright. So I grabbed it. I'm like, alright. Oh, there's the fucking spicy brown mustard, too. So I got that. And I got those, and I got that. I'm like, alright. So I started walking towards the door. I'm like, oh my god, what if these people think I'm stealing? Because I'm just gonna run out the door with this fucking mustard like I'm a fucking mustard bandit? So I grabbed my basket, threw the mustard in, and I started hopping through the aisles with my little Easter basket. So I'm going through, I was like, alright, I'm going through the stuff I need, and there's this guy. And he just could not decide what jar of pickles he wanted. I said, well, and first of all, there's so many different kinds of pickles. There's kosher dills and Polish dills, and dills that make your asshole tickle, and dills that, whatever. All kinds of stupid shit, right? And he couldn't decide which one. I'm like, well, I just grabbed a jar, threw it in my car. I'm like, excuse me. And he's like, yeah, no problem, no problem. And I come back, and I walked around the aisle, and this dude's still there. And I don't know if he was high or what, but he could not decide what kind of pickles to get. Now, this guy is the no decider. He will stand there and stare at something and not know what he wants for an extended period of time, and you have to walk around this guy, which is a giant pain in the ass. Oh, God. And then moving along to the next aisle, the next supermarket stereotype that you have is the couple. These two are shopping together, trying to pick out stuff that they both like, something they'll both enjoy, And they're going, oh, honey, do you like this or like this? Oh, no, I like this and this and this. I don't know if we should get creamy peanut butter or chunky peanut butter. Should we get the whipped peanut butter or should we get the extra protein peanut butter? Oh, do we get jelly with it? Well, what kind of jelly are we going to get? We're going to get grape jelly? We're going to get strawberry jelly? We're going to get this jelly? Peach jelly? Preserves? What? Ugh! Shut the fuck up and pick a jar of jelly! They make peanut butter and jelly that comes in the same jar and it's fucking amazing! Really, it is. It's good. A lot of people disagree with me on that, but you're wrong. Basically, on every level, you are wrong. So then you're moving along. And the next category in our supermarket stereotypes are old people. Now, this is something you can't avoid. No matter what time you go to the grocery store, you're always going to run into senior citizens. Now, I tend to be a little bit more lenient on the senior citizens because they're old, they can't move like they used to, they're doing the best they can, but some of them are assholes. Just because they're old doesn't mean they can't be an asshole. So guess what? These are the people that should be in the motorized carts, but they're too proud. They're like, I don't need that. I don't need a motorized cart, I can walk very slowly down the middle of the aisle so no one else can get around. And then they ask you for help. Well, I'm glad to help out some people who need help. Like, you're shorter people that can't reach the stuff on the top shelf. If they ask me, no problem. If they sit there going, and then you say, hey, you need help? And then they start with the sarcasm. It's like, no, I don't need help. I just reach what I want up here. No. I'm not going to help anybody unless they ask for it, because unsolicited help anywhere is going to get you some form of sarcasm. So I don't even say nothing to people unless they ask me. I was like, excuse me, could you reach that for me? Oh, sure, no problem. I reach out and grab it. Even one time I'm at the produce store, this woman says, hey, this is on kind of an incline. I can't hold the cart and load my trunk. Can you hold the cart for me? Sure, absolutely. So I'll sit there and help her out for a few minutes. I don't mind helping people. That's fine. But when they just expect you to help them without them asking, no, don't do it. It doesn't work that way. Because if I help somebody who doesn't want it, you know, they're going to be pissed. And it's like, you know, and instead of getting angry about it, I just ignore the situation. Yeah, so helping out the older folks is fine, only if they ask. That's the only reason I'll help them. And, you know, they just drive me nuts in the grocery store because they're too slow. And I like to go fast. So anyway, moving along to the next stereotype in a grocery store, you got the space taker. Yes, I'm talking about aisle blockers. People that put their cart sideways in the aisle while they're looking for shit. That drives me nuts. I can't stand when they do that. It's infuriating, because you go to walk down the aisle and you see it, and you're like, what you need is on the other side of them, and you think, well, it might as well go walk around them, because it's going to be faster, and you don't have to interact with them. So you end up walking all the way the hell around, and they're still freaking there when you get there. They're still there. So you get what you need, and then you go around, and you're like, shit, I needed something on the other side of them. So you walk around again, and well, guess what? That ends up being quicker than having to ask them to move. Aisle blockers. Yes. Okay, then you finally get what you need. And I like to go to the self-checkout. I only have a few things. It's cheaper. Not cheaper. A hell of a lot faster than getting in one of the regular lines and have that, you know, some stranger touch all the products. I know a million people touch that shit before I even pull it off the shelves, but I don't see them. When I see someone handling everything that I've purchased, when I see it, I know, and it's like, and if you don't like the look of the person that's running the line, you kind of skip. So, you know, if the option's there, I'm gonna self-checkout myself. Well, the line was so freaking long. And it says 12 items or less. But people ignore that big time in the self-checkout because they think that there's nobody there to call them on it. And nobody does either. Nobody calls anybody on anything on the self-checkout. They just kind of let it go. What's up with that? Why would they let that go? That's infuriating. I mean, God. And then this is where all the stereotypes kind of converge at the checkout. That's where they go. That's where everything. And then you meet all of these all at once. You got the old people who are so slow. You got the couples. Oh, what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? Oh, God. And then the aisle blockers. They're the ones that stand there and make sure nobody butts in line. They're like standing there watching everybody. They're like, They're the ones counting your items. But they never say nothing. They just count them and they think under their breath. They're like, oh, well, he's got 13 items. He's going to slow everybody down. It's like, no, I don't slow anybody down because I do it fast. Beep, boom, beep, boom, beep, boom. And I know how to bag my stuff. I'm in there and out of there fairly quickly because I only have a few items and I don't want to waste time bringing stuff up. As soon as it beeps, I put it in the bag. Beeps in the bag, beeps in the bag. And I pack the bags exactly how I want them. I double bag them, and then I'm gone. But no, I gotta wait for the old lady with 30 individual cans of cat food, ringing them up one at a time. Beep. And then placing them ever so gently into the bag. 30 times in a row. And then she's got the dry cat food. Then she's got the cat litter. And then she's got 50 lean cuisines. And then a quart of milk and some saltine crackers. It's like the cats are eating better than she is. Almost forgot about, yeah, she had a bottle of ketchup in there too. And put the ketchup on the cat litter, and away we go. And then you got the couple. They're arguing. They're trying to help each other, but they're actually counteracting each other's efforts. They can't decide, oh, we should put this in this bag, or this should go in this bag. And meanwhile, there's a weight on there that when you ring something up, you have to put it in the bag, and it weighs it to make sure, it's so people aren't cheating. And they're sitting there holding it, and the woman that's supposed to be watching is like, you have to put it down! You have to put it down. That's gotta be like the worst fucking job in the world, is to stand guard over the self-checkout. Because that's where you find out how brain-dead people really are. These people trying to ring up produce, you swear they were trying to contact Saturn. Oh, jeez whiz! I'm a single guy. Right? I need to buy shit for me, and that's about it. So I know what I want. I get in there and I go, there should be a line for single men. The single men only line, and it's the quickest fucking line there is! Sorry, I didn't mean to shout, but oh, it gets me so infuriated. Yeah, the single man line is a great idea. For single men only. It'll be the quickest, most efficient line there is. Because guys don't want to spend any more time in the grocery store than they have to. Unless you're there to check out the women. Now, you have to go to a grocery store in a nice part of town to meet attractive women. But, it's hit or miss. There, you find yourself a nice MILF in the grocery store, and times are good. But, yeah, I'm getting off topic. So, grocery stores. I hate them. I can't stand the places. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I don't know if you're gonna like this video, but, like, subscribe, do your worst. I got nothing else to say, but keep it real, never say die, and I'm gone.